Hi friends, thanks for stopping by. I am so excited for today's video. We have got lots to get done. I am deep cleaning a whole bunch of areas in my house and also organizing my closet, which is in desperate need. So if you've got some deep cleaning, organization, decluttering to do in your house, you are in the right place because we are going to get it all done today. I hope this video gives you lots of cleaning motivation. Today I'm starting off by just straightening up the kitchen. I need to use the sink for some deep cleaning, so I need to get these dishes put away, clean some dishes in the sink so that it's all set and ready for me to use. Welcome back to my channel. If you are returning, if you are new, thank you so much for stopping by. I am so excited that you're here. My name is Bridget, and on this channel we do all kinds of cleaning, homemaking, motivational videos, and I hope that you leave here feeling like you've just been hanging out with a friend. I wanted to start off by saying, if you are unaware, I do live in Massachusetts, and welcome to March in Massachusetts, where every day is a new day. You wake up and really never know what the day is going to hold weather-wise. Some days it's bright and sunny and a little bit on the warm side. Other days it is dark and rainy and so cold. Mornings can be completely different than the afternoon, so you basically got to dress in layers every single day because you really just don't know what to expect. Is it going to be cold? Is it going to be warm? Is the sun going to be out? Is it going to be raining? It literally could be anything and everything every single day. If you hear in my voice, I do sound a little bit nasally. I just got over allergies, a cold. I'm not exactly sure what. I do suffer from seasonal allergies, especially when the weather is like this, when I just don't know what to expect and it's changing every single day. My sinuses just do not know what to do. So last week I definitely struggled so much. I basically lost my voice by the middle end of the week, and I was completely unable to do the voiceover for this video. This video was intended to go up on Fridays, as I do post every single Tuesday and Friday. I did miss this past Friday. If you had been on Tuesday's video, I did mention I was going to post a deep cleaning for Friday, so I'm so sorry this is going up a little bit late, but better late than never, right? And sometimes your body just tells you that you need to take a break, have a little rest, and recover. Leave a comment down below letting me know where you live, what's your weather like, do you suffer from seasonal allergies, or is that not anything that you have to worry about? And if you do not, you are so fortunate. For me, one of my biggest tips and something that I've learned over time with seasonal allergies is honey is a game changer, and you have to make sure that it's your local honey. It's got to be made around the area that you are from, because the bees are pollinating there. You're going to get a little dose of the allergens in your system from the honey. So I do a spoonful of honey every single day. I do a little concoction of honey, turmeric, ginger, and vanilla. Take a spoonful of it first thing in the morning with a big glass of water, and usually that helps. Last week we had run out of honey, so I believe that is why I ended up suffering extra. We have our honey though, and it has been a godsend, and I'm definitely feeling a lot better. My nose still is a little bit congested though, so if I sound a little different, that is just why. So deep cleaning number one that I am doing is these vents on the vent hood of my dryer. I just stuck a dishwasher pod in my sink, as you saw a little bit ago, and I'm letting those soak. They are so greasy and grimy from cooking and just need a really good deep clean. Now I am going along the edges here. I cleaned the outer side here of this vent, and the edges are so greasy. It is like caked on and sticky. So I'm using the Scrub Mommy and some Dawn Power Wash. It's working really well. As you can see here, how gross this actually is. So if you have dryer or oven vents like this and have not deep cleaned them in a while or cleaned them at all, take them down today and get them clean. Next on my list is taking care of some of my son's dirty shoes. He loves to play outside and is very rough on his shoes. So I'm going to wash these sneakers that he adores. They remind him of Sonic. He's Sonic obsessed, and if you know, Sonic wears red shoes. I'm going to wash them in these bags that a company sent to me. They have these fluffy fibers that make washing the shoes even better and works so seamlessly. You just throw the shoes in the bags. They zip up perfectly, and these zippers do not come undone in the washing machine. I just threw them in the washing machine with my favorite detergent, and the shoes came out great. I also wanted to test them on shoes that were not sneakers. So I'm using these ones. I was a little nervous. So these ones my son is just about to outgrow. He's definitely going through a growth spurt right now. So if they get ruined, it wasn't going to be that big of a deal, but I wanted to test them out so I could show you if they could be used on different shoes or if they were purely just for sneakers, as the Amazon link did say they were for sneakers. But let me tell you, both of these shoes came out perfectly, and I will show you the finished results towards the end of the video after they go through the washer. And I did move them into the dryer as well, and they dried perfectly well too. These bags are so soft and definitely made the process of cleaning shoes so seamless. I definitely recommend them, and I'll leave a link in the description bar below so you can check them out for yourselves too, to get all of your shoes nice and clean for this spring. I cannot wait to use them on my cute little white sneakers that I always save for spring. They are dirty and in desperate need of a good cleaning, so I'll try to remember to include them in my next video so you can see how they turn out too, because I'm very curious, and I'm sure you will all be curious too. How do they work on white sneakers that you can definitely tell the difference when they're dirty as opposed to when they're clean? Now I am moving on to giving the top shelf of this rolling cart a good wash. It was very dusty, definitely needed to be cleaned, and as you can see, the top of my dryer just gets so linty and just builds up really quickly, so I'm going to wipe this down as well. It just instantly refreshes the room and makes it feel so much better, since we all know the laundry room fills with dust so quickly. Moving into the living room, this couch definitely needs to be cleaned. I am going to just throw all the blankets behind the couch because they are next on my list to throw into the washing machine, which will be taken care of the next day as I'm cleaning shoes today. So I'm just going to throw all those back there. I'll bring them to the laundry room, and they will be all set and ready for me to get a load of laundry going the next morning. I always try to plan my laundry kind of a day ahead so then I can just keep on moving along with the laundry. Otherwise, it piles up so quickly because there is constantly laundry to be done in this house. This is our dog, Millie. If you are new here, she hates the vacuum, so I was just letting her know she might want to get moving because one, I need that blanket, and two, I'm going to get out the vacuum. And she definitely was happy that I warned her because she was not going to hang around to sit there while I vacuumed. We have had this couch for 2-3 years now, and I have to say, I hate it. It's the worst couch we've ever had. Our couch that we had before this, we had for 10 years, and it was amazing. It was so much more comfortable. It cleaned so much easier, and the cushions on the back were not sewn on like this couch. The cushions are sewn on, so I was able to fluff the cushions all the time, and it just made them look nice and new. I'm sorry, my voice is going. I thought I would be able to get through this voice recording with no problem, but I still have like the scratchy voice, so it makes it a little bit challenging, but I'm doing the best I can here. We are almost done, so just bear with me, and thank you so much for continuing to hang out with me, even if I sound so crazy, which in my head I definitely sound like so different, but I'm sure to you I probably don't sound that different. Just when I need to clear my throat here. So back to this couch, it just constantly looks like a mess. I feel like it is already falling apart, and like I said, I can't even fluff the back of these cushions, so it just looks terrible. We were really excited to get this couch. I thought it was going to work out so well. We wanted one with a chase lounge. Our previous couch didn't have one, but having a chase lounge, you can't rotate this cushion, so it just kind of sinks in a little bit more because whenever anybody sits here, they're sitting on the same side of the cushion. The rest of the cushions I do rotate all the time to try to get the best wear out of them as possible. I also picked this fabric, which is different than the other fabric that we had on our old couch because it has black threads through it and our dog is black, so I thought this would help to mask some of her hair a little bit better. But honestly, that doesn't even matter because our old couch didn't have the black threads through, and I barely noticed her hair on the couch if there ever was any. And I really do keep up with vacuuming the couch, so I don't really think that was an issue that I had to be concerned about. So all that to be said, I do not like this couch. I would never recommend it, and I cannot wait for us to get a different couch that'll probably be years down the road because couches are expensive. But if you are looking at this couch thinking that you like it, if you go by any of my recommendations, I would tell you not to get it. It is from Bob's. We usually get our couches from Bob's because they're just not that expensive. And our previous couch, like I said, it lasted us 10 years. It was awesome. But I've also heard that furniture that was made like COVID years aren't lasting as long. The materials are all different, and the shortages that happened during that time, the quality of stuff just isn't the same. So that could also be the reason. Who knows? So now I am just de-pilling because this is also the other issue with this couch is it pills so much. If you could see on that pillow how much, and I couldn't even get it all off. But that little de-pilling contraption is amazing. I got it from Amazon, very inexpensive, and I use that thing all the time. I use it on furniture. I've used it on my own clothes because some of my sweaters pill pretty quickly. It's great. It's so easy and convenient. It plugs in to charge. Great product if you're looking for something like that. Now I'm just going around deep cleaning, vacuuming all the crumbs off of this couch. I do have a 3-year-old, a dog, a husband who loves to snack here. So I do this on quite a regular basis because knowing there's little crumbs under the couch cushions, I don't know, that just like skeeves me out. It makes me, it's just the one thing that I like have to make sure is done. So I do this on a regular basis. I don't always show it because it is quite a lot of work. These cushions are so heavy and they fit so perfectly that it can be pretty tight. So this just instantly makes me sweat to do this whole thing. But if you have not vacuumed underneath your couch cushions in quite some time and you do have kids, I'm sure there's lots of crumbs. So do some vacuuming with me now. I ended up putting this blanket back because it would probably be one of the last blankets I end up washing tomorrow. So since my dog was sitting here, I'm sure she's just gonna come right back to this spot and hang out here for the rest of the day. So I'll just pick it up tomorrow after some of the other blankets are washed and get it washed. Now I had the vacuum out, so I figured I would just quickly vacuum this rug for my son to play on. He has been loving his magnet tiles lately. He spent like the entire weekend playing magnet tiles. He built huge towers and they were just constantly out the entire weekend, which was so much fun, and he was so excited about them. So it was really fun to watch. Now moving back into the kitchen, I am taking out the vents from the sink, and I noticed that the dishwasher pod did a pretty good job. It didn't do as well as I had hoped it would. I think just because there's so much grease built up on these that I need to give these a really good scrub. So I'm going to just use the Scrub Mommy and Dawn Power Wash and scrub off the rest of the grime from these filters. I've been asked a few times now about the Scrub Mommies and why I like those and use them quite often. These sponges work so different than other sponges. They are just stronger, they don't fall apart. Other sponges sometimes, especially if you're deep cleaning things like these vents, other sponges would just shred apart as you're doing this, but the Scrub Mommies have this really rough pink edge here and they just scrub so much better. They don't fall apart on you at all and make the scrubbing process so much easier. I don't have to put like hardly any pressure on this for it to do all the work for me, and I just love them. The yellow side is a softer, smoother side, so that like shines and buffs really well. The Scrub Mommies can be used either wet, and if they are wet in water, then they'll be softer. If you don't put them underwater, they stay firm, and that gives you an even tougher sponge to use, which will give you like a deeper scrub. It has a face on it as well, and the mouth part you could use if you use these to clean your dishes. You could just put the silverware right through the mouth part and it will clean it so easily, like both sides of a fork at the same time. The eyes I've seen people use for straws and things that are similar shape to get those all clean too. So that just makes the cleaning process so much smoother and effortless. So if you have not tried them out yet, I highly recommend them. I got mine in a pack of 3 from my local Marshalls. They had them just on an end cap, so that's why I ended up picking them up. They were convenient for me to buy, and the last few times that I've been at my Marshalls, they've still been there, so I know I'll be able to go back and grab some. And they also have packages at my Marshalls too, where you could get a Scrub Mommy with the pink stuff cleaning scrub, so that's a really great package too, and it's Marshalls, so their prices are always really great. So I scrubbed these for a little bit. Now I'm gonna just let them sit on my dry rack and dry, as I felt like they had soaked up quite a bit of water. And as they dry, I'm gonna head back to my laundry room. I need to switch over the shoes to the drying rack, but when I opened my dryer, I had a whole bunch of towels in there. So why not just get some folding done along with you and give you some laundry motivation. I hope you're enjoying this video so far and getting lots of deep cleaning ideas and motivation to get some deep cleaning done in your house. Keep watching, stay tuned, we have so much more to get done, and my closet organization and deep cleaning is one not to miss, and that'll be towards the end of this video coming up soon. But I completely deep cleaned my closet, and let me tell you, I have not done that once since we moved here, and we lived here for 6 years. That's pretty embarrassing for me to admit, but taking everything out of your closet to deep clean it is a big project. And I can't even believe that I actually got that done last week while I was not feeling all that great, but it was on my mind and I was determined that I was going to get it done. And sometimes when that happens, you just gotta do it. And I felt like it was gonna make me feel so much better. And I gotta tell you, it made me feel a little bit better until I was done and completely exhausted because I didn't feel all that great. But that's all right. As moms, we gotta do what we gotta do in the time that we have, because you know, time is precious, very limited these days, especially being a full-time working mom of a toddler. So I'm pretty proud that I actually got it done. So here are the shoes after they have gone through the dryer. They look amazing. They look brand new. They worked so well. These bags were just amazing. I didn't have to do any scrubbing, any pre-treating, nothing. I just put the shoes right in the bag, threw them in the washer, ran them in the dryer, and they came out perfectly. I'm just turning you around here so I could show you the shoes because I felt like the light was a little bit better so you could see them, and they came out so great. They look like brand new shoes except for this little scuff in the front part, but that's because the fabric is completely gone because he's 3 and runs around like crazy. Now the vents for the hood vent are dry. I'm just putting those back. They look amazing. It feels so much better in here, and I'm so happy that I took the time to get all the grime off of this vent hood. Here is my closet in the current state. My husband and I do share this closet. All of this half is mine, as well as this little shelf that I keep my shoes on. And this half is my husband's. We are going to just take care of my half today. I'm going to go through, declutter. I try to do this about twice a year if necessary. I try to keep pretty much only the clothes that I wear. If I haven't worn it, I'm going to toss it, because why does it need to live in my closet if I am no longer wearing it? I do have some drawers underneath that I keep various things. I do need to go through them, reorganize them, declutter. This whole corner needs to be decluttered. The floor needs to be decluttered. And I'm going to take everything out, give this rug a really good vacuum, and I am sure there's lots of dust on the baseboards. So let's get right into cleaning and decluttering. So this is the next day after I did deep cleaning throughout my house. I'm taking care of my closet. This is the one project I had in my head that I definitely wanted to get done. I knew it would make me feel so much better, and something that was way overdue. So I'm just organizing the floor right now, taking care of everything that's out of place, that needs to be gone through, putting clothes that I had on the floor away. Because, you know, sometimes you think you're going to wear something and then you end up changing your mind and changing a couple times before you land on an outfit. If you're anything like me, you do that almost every single day. That's just part of getting dressed for the day. And some days I'm really good at putting everything back that I end up not wearing, and other days they just end up in that little corner and I take care of them eventually. I usually try to keep on top of putting all my clothes away, but there was definitely a pile sitting there from some outfit changes that I had done. I found a whole bunch of random stuff I didn't even know was around. These drawers definitely need to be gone through, but I just didn't have the motivation or time to think about that because I'm not even sure what's all in there. I'm sure a bunch of stuff that just needs to be decluttered, especially the bottom drawers. Those are drawers that I like never go through, but at the same time I know they're like keepsakes. I quickly went through my shoes, figured out which ones I was keeping, which could be donated, which were just so gross they just needed to be thrown out because some of those were in that state and I was just holding on to them for whatever reason. Now I'm cleaning down this shelf. This is just a shelf I've had forever. I'm pretty sure I got it at Target back in my college days, and they always have shelves like this, so you could go pick one up and use it for so many different purposes. I used to have books on it. I've used it for many different things, and since we moved into this house, I've been using it as a shoe shelf. Wow, that was hard to say. As I pulled this out, one of the nails was kind of sticking out from behind, so I just kind of needed to carefully pull this out, push the nail back in, and it was good to go. I found a necklace that I didn't even know I was missing because I haven't worn necklaces since having my son. So that was kind of exciting to find that. Gave me a little bit of motivation to put on some necklaces in upcoming outfits. And now I am just giving this a really good vacuum, and as I knew, the baseboards were going to be covered in dust, like baked on dust. But I'm just using my everyday cleaner. It's the Scentivia Clorox cleaner in the coconut scent. It is my absolute favorite. I use it for everything, and I figured I'd just use it in my closet too because it just smells amazing. Like you're at the beach. It makes cleaning a lot more enjoyable when it smells good. So just look at all this dust. It is so gross. This was so overdue, and I'm so happy that I took the time to do this. If you have not deep cleaned your closet, put that on your list. Do it this weekend whenever you get some time. It really didn't take me all that time to do. I do keep my closet very minimal, so that does make it a little bit easier. And I do the color coordinating and all that, and I know where all my stuff is, so it wasn't challenging for me. I know for other people, organization can be a little bit more challenging if you haven't started or don't have an organization system that works really well for you. I definitely recommend you find what works for you, set one up, and then when you have to do cleaning projects like this, it'll take you no time at all and not be as overwhelming and stressful. Now that one wall is done, I got all the motivation to go into the other wall, and like I said, I'm just gonna leave the other half for my husband. That's all his stuff, so I'm not gonna mess with it. Just gonna take care of my own today, especially since I wasn't feeling all that great. I knew I was going to just do this in a time crunch. I honestly did this on my lunch break, which is only a half hour. I can take a 45 if I want to, but it's just a half hour is perfect for me, and I really wanted to keep moving, get myself motivated, so I gave myself a time frame, a lot of time that I needed to get this done, so then I couldn't just spend hours doing this and just get overwhelmed, carried away, spend the entire day working on something unnecessarily when I could just give myself a time frame and just get in, get it done, and feel accomplished. So I just moved all those little shelves that I have here. I'm giving it a good vacuum, and as you can already see, lots more dust here built up on the baseboards. The other reason that this closet gets so dusty is they put the door to our attic here in this closet. Why? I don't know. Whoever thought that was going to be the best idea and place to put the attic in the closet right above our clothes was not thinking. But if you look around my house and notice all these little things, you can definitely tell this house was built by a man. Most houses, I feel, are built by men. I know there's women construction workers out there, but this house was definitely built by a man. Like, he put the attic door in the closet. I would have never done that. And the living room has our sliding glass door which you could definitely tell, and like my husband loves, that he could put a grill out there and grill and still like watch the game because he's got like perfect view for it. So it's just funny little things like that. And there are some other areas in the house that I often think, wow, this house was really definitely built by a man, because a woman would not have done that. Now I'm going to just quickly go through every single piece of clothing that I have here in my closet and say either yes or no, that I'm going to keep it, I will wear it, or no, I have not worn this and I'm definitely not going to wear it, and put it in a donate pile. This is a very easy process for me. I've had my closet color coordinated like this as long as I can remember. Even when I lived at home in my parents' house, my closet was color coordinated and I always knew exactly where everything belonged. Every shirt kind of has its home, and the color coordination that I have set up is like grouping, so it makes it really easy. So if you notice like all the pinks and reds, it's not like perfect. Every single red is together. Every single pink is together. It's just like the general, it just goes yellow, green, blue, red, light pink, beige, white, gray, black. Makes it nice and easy for me to put clothes away and also find what I'm looking for whenever I'm looking for them. And then when I declutter, I generally know where each piece of clothing is because it's in its little color group. You could go really deep into this and like make it the rainbow, or put every single pink together, every single red, and like by shade, but I just do it like the color grouping, so it's nice, easy, quick. And if I take a piece of clothing off of a hanger, that empty hanger goes to the end, so then I know where all of my empty hangers are as well. I've had these green hangers forever. My room growing up, I shared with my sister. My parents ended up painting, I believe it was the summer between my 8th grade and freshman year of high school. My sister and I were on a youth group retreat for the weekend, and we came home and my parents had painted our room. There was like a folding chair that we had gotten, I'm pretty sure from Limited Too. We had gotten that folding chair and it was green and blue, and that was like the inspo for the entire room. So everything in our room ended up being green and blue. That green shelf is from my room as well. So we have things that we have had forever. The final vacuum of this closet, so satisfying to watch and know that this closet is completely cleaned. It smells so good, reorganized, and just feels really good to come in here and get ready for the day. I hope you enjoyed this video, got lots of cleaning motivation, some ideas of places to get deep cleaned in your house. I hope you leave here feeling like you've just been hanging out with a friend. If you have not yet, I would love for you to subscribe. I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. I hope you have a great rest of your day.